Yeah. Before you dial that number, before you press that line, check yourself first. You already know the way. Yeah. Yeah. Phone in my hand, breath in my chest, mind getting ready, gotta bring my best. Not nervous now, I know who I am. Walking the call with a steady plan. Used to doubt, used to hesitate, wonder if they even wanna talk today. Now I know I come prepared, every word got purpose there. I don't rush, I don't guess, I show up at my best. C-H-E-C-K, yeah, I'm ready now. Confidence high when I break it down. Good energy when I say hello. Empathy first, let them know I know. Control the flow, keep it tight. Knowledge sharp, keep it right before I...
Hi everyone, this is Paul at FR8 Connect. Paul with FR8 Connect again. Hey, I'm glad you guys came here. I have this thing that was just bothering me this morning, and I was working on some stuff, and I was like, man, I got to go ahead and do this. And what it is about check calls. This here, I'm just going to come from a pure sales standpoint. You can use this in various ways, right? But I'm just going to say pure sales, just so that I can get through it simply. Check call. When you are making a phone call, at the end of that call and you get off and then you want to say, want to critique yourself, right? Check call is the best way to do it. CHECK. You're checking your call. And basically what you're doing is saying, did I cover number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Did I cover C, H, E, C, and K? All right. Check call. And here's what they mean, what they stand for. C stands for confidence. H stands for high energy, actually good energy. E stands for empathy. C stands for confidence. K stands for, actually, let me back up. That C stands for control. And then K stands for knowledge. So we've got confidence, high energy, which is good energy, empathy, control, and knowledge. All right. How does that play in what we are talking about when it comes to sales, right? Sales call. Well, you want to be able to feel confident going into this call, right? And have a spine, have a structure, have a tight roadmap that's going to say, hey, you follow this pathway, you're going to have a good call. At the end, when you do your check, you can say, I had a good call, regardless of which way it went. So let's go through each one of them, what they mean. Well, we already did. So C is confident. And that is when you make a phone call, you want to make sure that you know what you have to offer and know that what you're offering has value, right? Which it does. Just because you're not moving freight for them, or they say whatever it is they want to say, or we don't move freight, so be it, or that they only want to go through their brokers, whatever it is that they say, you still have value. What you're offering has value. Know what you're offering, do an inventory, not that it's all these different things, 2, 3 things or whatever, even if it's just moving freight. I haul freight, right? Know that that is of value. It is to someone, all right? And you're calling to see what makes sense in terms of you working with someone. So you've got confidence, all right, when you're making the call. Energy, high energy. We're talking about good energy. So that means that how do you present yourself? What kind of vibe are you giving off? You want to be able to, for someone on the other end to want to talk to you, not in the sense that, won't you be my best friend, my best buddy? No. What that means is that you're calling them with the junk left behind. Whatever happened over the weekend, whatever happened just an hour ago, a minute ago, whatever the case is, you're a professional in the sense that, boom, let me put it on, right? Not that you're lying about anything. You need to bring good energy. All right. E is empathy. And that means that We don't know what they're going through or what their situation is, right? But whatever it is, it's real to them. We can't make that irrelevant, right? Just because maybe it doesn't work for us, right? It cannot be made irrelevant. You have to practice listening to others and engaging. And when you are listening, which we should be doing more of than anything, you want to be proactively listening. All right. So you want to be able to stack what they're saying so that you can see the picture, right? So that you're gonna, and if there's some missing pieces, ask, ask about it. There's a way to ask. There's a way not to ask, right? But that's another different time to talk about. Then the other is control. Control is not saying that you are that you have to everything has to go your way. What we're saying is that when we are on this call, we want to keep it on track. If we allow it to get off track, it's going to take forever, right? And we don't want that. Isn't we don't want a call to go forever. At the same time, we may not get anything. There might not be anything that results from it that benefits either one of you, right? So if it does go off track, so to speak, which it can still be on track, but the track is just a little wider now for that moment because we could get some valuable information there and it could help us to develop that rapport, right? Be able to develop it into a relationship, right? Because these are things that are of interest and that make a difference that maybe other carriers don't know. Maybe other carriers are missing that part. Maybe they're even missing it themselves, but the way you heard it, you were able to put that back into the conversation. Okay, the other thing, the last thing is knowledge. Knowledge does not mean that you're just spouting off everything that you know, right? That's not what it is. Part of it is that being contained to it being relevant, giving them knowledge. But in receiving knowledge, you want to be able to listen more than you talk. There's a time period for you to talk, but you want to listen a lot so that you can get information either to their situation or to uh, just how things work for them, whatever it is, right? That's going to be valuable to you. That's like going out looking to get a pot of gold, right? Maybe it's the silver that you get. I don't know how that works, but the gold would be getting, the business, but it's right up there, right? You want to get that information. Information is gold, right? You want to be able to get information and understand, ask questions. Okay. So, at any rate, that's it. It's confidence, high energy, good energy, empathy, control, and knowledge. Those 5 things, that's your spine. Okay. Try that. When you make the calls, let me know how it comes out. Even if you don't do well, make another call because now the CHECK, when you go through the check, okay, I gotta work on this part. And then when maybe you work on that part and you lose on the other part, but once you start bringing it together, because it will happen, you'll be good to go. Not only that, we have a little song that if you listen to it, we made it where we put CHECK in there. That's what it's all about, and it's really it catches in your mind when you listen to it. The more you listen to it. All right. So I hope you guys have a great day. God bless.
Every word got purpose there. I don't rush, I don't guess. I show up at my best. CHECK. Yeah, I'm ready now. Confidence high when I break it down. Good energy when I say hello. Empathy first, let them know I know. Control the flow, keep it tight. Knowledge sharp, keep it right. Before I hang up, I reflect. Did I hit my CHECK? Yeah. Did I hit my CHECK? Used to think they didn't wanna hear. Truth is I wasn't clear in here. Lost before I ever began. Now I move with a different by.